Can't edit this.
I can edit this. Can't touch it. Okay, the night is called.
But they want the music back? Actually, no, they don't.
Last we left our heroes on the arc that they finished. Who wants to do a quick recount of the accomplishments that you have under your belt?
Not it.
Not it.
Yumi!
Gotta be the Shaman, he's the most important person.
Duh. Yeah, right. No, if anybody, it's Rowen.
Fine, the GM will do it. After having received no information from the south for quite some time, the Emperor had sent out a messenger of sorts to politely request Southern Lotus to, let's say, scout what was going on and why they didn't receive the reports.
I'm glad you're doing this. I didn't remember any of that.
I thought they sent the whole regiment.
You
were...
No, they sent a troop to ensure that the messenger got there because they didn't know what was happening down there.
I remember the troop. I remember Yumi walking among them and talking them into tea and flirting and thieving.
Yes, she did.
It was a while ago.
That was a while ago.
It was a very long time ago.
That's old.
It was last week.
No, it wasn't last week.
For your characters, it was.
Say.
So you guys then you guys were decided to be the selected heroes to go south.
Who said anything about chose?
You were chosen to keep you out of
We
trouble.
were chosen, not we chose to.
So you were sent south, where you ran into some malevolent spirits who attacked you. You found the body of a messenger, or the remains of what you could potentially believe to be the messenger.
We found the messenger back.
Rowen bravely defended the party.
Yes, in Rowen's mind, Rowen bravely defended the party. You guys followed further south to Heartsong, where you found a city that felt a little strange. You walked among them, saw a lot of people with masks. Poor George was blinded by the light, almost literally. Altros went on to realize that, wait, this is wrong, something is wrong. You were all invited to your aunt, Yumi.
Yep.
What's her name?
Something Yoko.
Yokoto,
I said.
Yokoto,
Okay.
who was a flagrant ditz and gave you the keys to the little house on the lake. You went in there, where she confided in you that she wasn't a ditz, but actually a shaman, and that everything was all out of whack.
And Altros bitched because he wasn't allowed to wear silk.
Altros bitched because he wasn't allowed to wear silk.
Yokoto Ono?
No, not Yokoto Ono. Just Yokoto. At which point, you guys took a long time to deliberate, and there was a horrible thing of mass people outside. You all fled down. You went through the caves. You found an altar with an urn on it. You fought off some shadows. You used Huddy to get out of there. You escaped into the sunlight, having broken down the wall in a fit of heroic rage from Rowen's end. Yumi then broke the pot, the urn, that contained all of the whatever was inside it.
I set them free heroically.
You damned those people to an eternity of pain and suffering within Orstreak's bloodstream.
The lesson here is don't piss off the Badger God. Dinner.
The food arrived.
The lesson here is to not leave you in charge of breakable things.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Nope, it's don't piss off the Badger God. Everybody knows that.
Hello?
I'm pretty sure even the Badger would vote for my side of this story.
Yeah. Rest of us were talking while you went off to play with the pot, and, well, you broke it.
Well...
I thought you were left with her.
No, I wasn't. I was...
Rowen and I were over there. Or Rowen was left with her. That's our problem.
Rowen was left with her. That was... For some reason, he didn't see anything wrong with her playing with it.
Well, he would. He has all the...
Bad translation.
How much was it total?
He doesn't realize there's a possibility of him being in a relationship at one point or another.
Of course not. Boy's oblivious.
Boy's beyond oblivious.
Special kind of oblivious.
Who's oblivious?
Exactly.
Oh yeah. Continuing on the recount, I would request that someone distribute
Poor
these.
Rowen.
Continuing on the recount, I get it, someone distribute these. You got out, Yumi broke the urn.
No, I freed the people.
Yumi broke the urn.
Freed the people!
We don't leave Rowen in charge of Yumi in charge of breakable things anymore.
To which you then return to Southern Lotus to give your report.
Had to do the crap out of that cave entrance too.
Some random stuff happened, as example, flour on armor. Tonei's father just freaking out about it and
I still haven't actually been home.
No, you haven't.
Everywhere else.
Altro's
Rowan went to your
chilling.
house before you did.
In the grove.
Altro's chilling in the grove because he doesn't want to go home to be
Flowered his
second favorite
father's
son to the
armor.
rice
Of course
field.
he did.
Yumi finding out her mother.
Altros didn't go home yet. He was at the
Has been
Grove.
holding out
Yeah,
on her.
he hasn't gone home yet because he's only be second favorite son.
Yes.
He's been at the Grove this whole time.
Yep.
And Yumi pretty much went home, bitched at her mother, and her mother took off into the air in front of Tonei, who was like, wait, what? You all spoke to Oba. Oba recalled you back for a meeting the next morning in order for you to explain yourselves and to decide on options.
Which
And
is,
I totally
which is-
did not try to intimidate my dad and fail.
Which is actually what we left.
That did not
because
happen.
I just left the Grove after returning to tell him about the meeting, and I was gonna find Rowan since she would already know
Good
since she was
times. Didn't
the first
happen.
person I
Mayonnaise and
told.
ketchup and a fork and a knife. No, I want that mayonnaise crap. It's craft, for Christ's sake. So, last we left off, you all were doing pretty much something when you got back home. Is anyone doing anything special, or are you just doing the tartar sauce? That is not good.
No, we're not. I don't think anybody's doing tartar sauce. That doesn't sound very pleasant.
And ketchup too, Jim.
Sounds kinky.
No, it doesn't. Sounds gross.
I'm gonna go with the gross part there.
So anyway,
Yeah. After
anyone doing
letting
anything special?
Altros know, I'm going to go. I'm gonna head in the general direction of home and hope to run into Rowan because I still need to tell him that
That Oba
wanted to see us.
Oba yeah, okay.
Why must I be bopped in the head with food? Why?
Because
Because it's the same treatment everyone gets.
So you're going back home?
Yes, I'm gonna head in the direction of home.
Okay. You walk in the door. All of that wonderful cleaning you did is undone. Period. There is not a single place in this house that hasn't been overturned, including all of your hidey holes for all of your things.
Exact sound.
where's the
What the hell happened here?
You hear rummaging upstairs.
I'm not gonna skin him. I'm not gonna make him into a rug. Go upstairs. Why?
Oddly enough, you get up the stairs to the loft area, and you notice that the hatch to the attic has been accessed. And the sound is coming up from up there.
God damn it! I knew I didn't secure this well enough. Go up into the attic.
Your father is rooting around a lot of stuff right now. He looks like he's in a frantic search for something.
I let out a low whistle.
He doesn't seem to pay any attention to you.
I walk over to whatever trunk, chest, or whatever he's looking through, and if it's not in danger of hurting him in the process, I slam it shut.
What? No. Tony, what are you doing here?
I live here. What are you doing to the house that I spent all of the day cleaning? What are you looking for?
Have you seen my old hand crank? Oh, it's so hard to remember. It was white and it did stuff. It cranked.
Can I think of anything even vaguely matching his terrible description?
Your father has described a lot of crazy things in the past. This ranks among them. A white hand crank thing.
Do you think you could draw it? I pull out my.
He's like, yes, no.
Pull out my sketch pen.
He doesn't put
Okay,
in yes, no. I don't know. It's so fuzzy.
Why are you looking for it?
I heard about something. What was it? An urn. Yes, the urn. Oh, they have my notes. Where's my book? He flips through. He's like, where are these pages? You notice that some pages in the book have been very carefully
torn out?
not torn out. They've been cut out.
Oh.
Like, you can just tell when you're actually looking at it
Was
that there's a sliver of paper actually still bound to the book.
Is that new or was that how I found it?
That's how you found it.
I've never seen those pages.
Who would have taken it?
Urn?
No one's supposed to know this. You have to help me find it. You have to help me find the hand crank.
Okay, the urn? What did you hear about the urn? And from who?
Oba was telling me that they found something about what I used to do. It hurts to think. I need some alcohol. Get me something to drink.
Let's get you downstairs to the couch. I'll make you a small drink. I take him down.
Coffee.
I make him an Irish coffee.
He follows with. He's very lucid, but also very crazy right now. You're not sure which one's worse: your drunk father or your crazy father.
I make him a cup of coffee with some rum in it. Here. Drink
There's
one.
not a drop of alcohol in the house.
God damn it.
You literally open the cupboard, you open the stash, you open the side pantry, nothing.
Set the coffee down. What happened to the reserves? There's not a bottle in this place other than the empty ones that I've had all cleaned up.
I know. I have to go to the gourd. I need something to drink. It's starting to hurt.
Stay. I'll get something. Have the coffee in the meantime.
He seems to be having what we'd like to call the jitters. Sitting still is not something he's able to do right now.
It says in the stash, I will be here.
Fine, let's walk. I will
Follow you.
pull your tail if you start rushing or panicking. Walk over to the gourd with him.
That's Munchkin.
Roll perception.
Dice or dice?
17.
Yep. As you're going to pick him up, you notice one of the floorboards, for the first time in your life, has a bend to it.
Push his foot back. Take a step back a moment.
He does so, but he's still out of it. He's just now mumbling to himself.
Sit.
He does so.
I bend down and I pry up the floorboard.
It comes off remarkably easily.
Especially considering my strength. I normally have to jury rig this shit.
This is very strange, actually, because you've walked over this floor multiple times and this has never happened.
I know all the spots in this floor that are screwed
There
up.
is a single, almost bone-like handle in the ground.
Uh-oh.
It kind of goes like this, up and then around like this.
Dad, I don't suppose you would happen to know anything about what the hell this is?
He looks down. You found it! The hand crank! Oh, it's so wonderful! Oh, I need to celebrate! Where's the whiskey? Where's the whiskey? I need the whiskey!
We don't have any. The house is empty at the moment. Either you or I will clear the place out.
No, Iowa didn't do this. No, this is them. They did this.
Put my foot down over the spot where the crank is.
He's kind of waiting for you to move your foot so he can grab it.
Okay. Here's the question. Who would empty the house of liquor and put something you're looking for right here?
You.
And
The judges. The judges would. That's why this is all happening. The judges. They're angry. I need to drink or else they'll get even more angry. And then I don't know what's going to happen.
I close up the floorboard. Go get a drink. And then come back and explain.
He nods and he just rushes out towards direct, beeline. He's going through the trees almost for the gourd.
Pry it back up and examine what the hell is in the floor. I don't lift it up out if I can avoid it, though. Don't touch anything if I can avoid it.
So I'm going to say you grab a bottle. It's the closest thing you can. Kind of lift it underneath it and pry it up. It looks like the wooden haft of what you wield, a crossbow. But there's no attachment to the front, and there's no wire, and there's no loading mechanism.
So it's like a broken crossbow?
It looks that way. It just looks like the actual
The stock of a crossbow.
the stock of the crossbow. There's not even a guide to put a bolt in.
Which I'm presuming does not look at all like a crank like he kept.
No, it does not.
The hell is this crank? Close the floorboard back up before he returns. I sit on the spot.
Okay, let's move on to Yumi. Yumi! Your father just pretty much told you that you would only know about the Black Paws when you'd be ready.
I'm not going to screw with him. He scared me.
Yes, he did. He invoked that fear of your. Wait till your father gets home with you.
Yeah.
But this is her father.
Exactly.
Not good. Not good at all.
Not used to that.
So what do you do? Are you doing anything tonight, or are we just gonna stream wipe you to? The next
I'm
morning?
just gonna, do my work in the tea house. I don't want to piss Dad off anymore.
Iowa. Rowen,
I'm waiting for you.
what do you do?
Salute.
Last we left you, your father had told you to go and get your armor fixed. You brought it to Tonei's father, who pretty much electrocuted it and removed all instances of flour from it.
But it smells like baked bread.
It does smell like baked bread.
You're welcome. But you don't know it was me.
And you left pretty much with your armor. Where did you go after that?
Home to put it back on the.
Okay. Are you going to do anything special tonight, or is that just you're just going to go home, drop it off, and get some rest because you're kind of tired?
Do my exercises first.
I'd like to see him fall asleep on his face while doing push-ups, because seriously.
He's already fallen asleep on space once.
True. No, he fell asleep against the armor stand. Still trying to hold on to the helmet.
No, he ended up hitting the floor. Because I dragged him off to his room after stripping him.
Yes.
Which he
All
didn't
right.
know was me either.
No.
You exercise. Nothing happens. You get some sleep. Altros.
At the Grove,
At the Grove.
dealing with the small spirits and querying Losey about what we encountered and questioning about the spirit of the White Forest.
As far as she knows, it's a myth. It's a legend. It doesn't exist.
How could we live so close to the spirit of the White Forest and you not know about it? I mean, it was there.
Spirits are tricky. Forestry could be under us right now, and we would never know.
No, he was underneath that other town.
Great Pelt Gatsby could be hiding right along the other side of this wall, and we would not be able to know.
There he is.
Just that beaver's like, it just disappears.
That's Ultra Seeker power. You can see every god.
No, these aren't
She pretty much
gods.
gives you the equivalent of a spirit makes itself known when it wants to be known. It could have disguised itself as a blade of grass spirit. A simple little spirit as a blade of grass, and you would never have known. He chose to show you himself. That means something.
Me.
That means something. Of course, she starts going into the talk about perhaps you were meant for greatness. Maybe you'll bring so much honor to your family. Your parents must be so proud.
At which point my ears just kind of droop.
That's not the movie. Right.
Second favorite son.
And she asks, why haven't you gone home? You must be so exhausted. A march like that under Rowen. Obviously, you need your rest.
The March exhausted Rowen. How do you think you feel?
Just the two of us that made it through fine.
I slept
Yeah, I know.
there
You're probably riding a
among
really
the trees,
fat
among the spirits.
Probably.
Me, I did a constitution.
I'm refreshed. I can work.
Still
Roll
you just know
endurance.
I'm here.
I know you're a badger, so you have that trained, but roll endurance.
Where are my dice?
I don't know which
How
foot.
many my dice?
Or if you don't roll, George, in the next 10 seconds, you're going back home. 10. 9.
And my lucky die.
Endurance.
My untumbled die.
9 and 5, 14.
You're a little groggy, but you think you can haul it out as long as you don't have to go home.
Yeah, I can gut it out as long as because I won't get any sleep if I go home.
But you know that you have a meeting with Oba tomorrow morning.
I'm gonna curl up in a corner of the grove.
And the spirits will nag you all night.
Pretty much, yeah.
But their chittering and carrying on will just be so relaxing.
No, it's very strange. Now that you've returned, they seem to be physically annoying you, like poking you constantly, trying to get your attention. You are literally... this has never happened before. They usually stand in a line, but as soon as you curl up in the ball, some of them start doing the equivalent of, hey, are you awake? Are you awake?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, are you awake?
Hey.
Altros, Shaman.
Listen.
Yes, it's actually very, very annoying.
Hey, listen.
You have 7 nabbies around you.
Yes. You have Navi from Ocarina of Time constantly going, hey, but on super repeat and echo.
Oh, God.
Okay. Well, the choice is either not get sleep here or not get sleep at home. Either
You
or.
might be able to get sleep at home.
You just be up early enough to water the farm, that's all.
I find somewhere else to not sleep.
Yeah, I think that's the option. I'm going to find somewhere else to not sleep.
Where are you going to try and find?
Oh
The drunken badger. I mean, the honey gourd.
no, someplace
Thank you.
in the
The
village,
drunken fox.
behind some building, someplace.
Okay, George. I just want to show you. I did not touch the die.
Yeah.
That is the rule.
Yep.
As you are walking out of the clearing and towards the village, you hear it. You hear that one thing that can make every little piece of fur on you stand on end. Son! There's just this moment of dread that just washes over
Yes.
you so cleanly. Like a tsunami of guilt and despair and disappointment that takes all of your hope away. As your father and mother run up to you with open arms and start talking ceaselessly at you. Commenting on how your robes are so dirty, how are you supposed to get respect when you look like this, what happened to the hat, why is there a slice in the hat, did you get any kind of consumers, tell us more, how was your trip, did anyone notice the number, are you okay?
We are not an ice farm.
Actually, I don't even know they can read.
Pretty much your entire night, at least you do get some sleep though, your entire night is filled with questions and they make you food, rice, and they make you drink, rice.
Wine.
But they're taking care of you for the first time and they just want to hear everything you have to say.
It's like your first favorite song.
You feel almost like first favorite son now. Almost.
Poor badger.
I almost pity the rice field.
Yes.
Almost. I'm not going to try and interrupt them. I'm just going to let them.
Your father doesn't come back.
Fine. Get up, sling my stuff over my shoulders, walk out, lock the door, walking over. My crossbow shotgun leaned against my shoulder. I swear to God, I'm gonna shoot him in the ass when I see him. I say that as I'm walking out the door.
Okay.
Walk over to the honey court.
Okay. You get to the door. The loud and, as you know, obnoxious innkeeper immediately gives you the one-over as he checks out your goods. He says, you know, there's always a place for a waitress if you're interested. And gives you a wink.
You know, I'm looking for the usual. Where the hell did he go? He was
That's a strange question. I haven't seen him all night.
Uh-oh.
Here's a troop.
You know, if your father doesn't, it keeps avoiding coming here, I'm going to lose money. He's my favorite customer.
How long have you not been here?
About 3, maybe 4 days.
Oh, no wonder he's such bad shape.
Can I take a bottle of your smallest bottle of your strongest rum to go?
No, sorry, unless you pay your father's tab. Well, it's going to be 4 gold. I mean, he's really racked up a bill this time.
Pay him 5. Rum. Fill the last gold with as much rum as that covers.
Oh well, all right, sounds good. He takes the
That's
gold,
Everclear in there for that matter.
pockets it. He fills something up with something. You know this guy. It's not his best. Even if you gave him a gold, he's still going to try and swindle you for something. There's no need to roll here. This is obvious. He pretty much, takes a bottle under the counter and you hear people going, whoop.
If it doesn't burn correctly, I will be bringing it back across the counter.
That's why I liberate his goods.
He kind of corks something and you see him shift over about a foot. And you hear, and he hands you the drink. Anytime you want to come back and make sure you send your father back, people are still waiting to hear his crazy stories.
I'll see where he went off to.
You do that. Remember, the honey gourd's the best plan. He gets out of your range.
I looked at it.
Yeah.
No, it's not!
I go to the tea house.
You immediately pops out of the door. No, it isn't. Just goes back in. What the hell
I
is
actually
that?
walk over there.
Okay, the tea house is busy as usual.
Have you seen the other... Have you seen my father?
Was I supposed to see your father?
I don't know where the hell he's gone.
Hey,
He
you
ran
get the
off
bottom
the
of the bottle?
drink
Could you
and-
try that horrible establishment next door?
Yes, they haven't seen him in 3 to 4 days.
What?
Yes!
This sounds like an adventure.
You want to go check out Iowa's house? The only other place I can think of that would even have liquor.
Dad, gotta go find the town drunk. Bye!
Who'll serve the tea? As you leave. Now picture your father, the hawk, in a kimono.
Here, you're good at projectiles and stuff like this. This is the course directory he took from the house
Is
at
he
this
fluttering
speed.
about?
I can't picture where the hell he would have gone then. It was in the right direction. I didn't think to question it.
Yeah, normally just beelines for the gourd.
Just roll Arcana.
22.
Oh, good.
Beat the
Nice.
heart. The tips of your ears are feeling mighty electrified, as though someone has been messing with what you do. As if someone had perhaps used one of your things, or perhaps done something that you would normally do.
I pull my mask that's not yet modified, but I'm going to on, and I try to look around. Honey, can you help me figure out where that's coming from?
How do you look around? You see nothing, really. I mean, he's pointing at things, and he's like, spirit, 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 spirit,
Something
spirit,
that's not a spirit but feels similar to one. Like,
He stops and he's like,
I point at... Yeah. To make
he's
him
stopping and he's like, ooh! And you gotta see the curl and the arrow going right, until you look towards something. You're not sure what you're looking at this point, but it's pretty much a direct beeline path to your house.
So the right trajectory is okay, fine. I start heading in that direction.
Alright?
Yumi, want to tell that there's something unnatural going on?
Okay,
But
roll perception.
doesn't that
you,
define your existence?
you have to roll a 1 in order to miss this.
I rolled a 19
Okay.
plus anything.
I'll wait for Alli to roll.
9.
Halfway from the honey gourd to your house, through the trees, there is a perfect sphere of missing things.
Did you check the holes?
We're talking, the sphere cuts into the trees.
The giant glaring
Into the ground.
hole that's from
Into
your
the
house.
trees over here, and there.
Oh, where the hell
Right
is this
there.
lead? Start following it. Just exactly like...
It is literally just a sphere. It's empty. There's nothing in there. Just as if someone took a sphere and went delete, and it's gone.
Imagine a sphere of annihilation and just gone
Yeah.
off there.
Take my mask / glasses off. But there's no sign of him.
Nope.
Quick, into the hole!
Yeah, there's nothing here.
Yumi stands in the hole. It's a very nice hole.
It's a very clean, unnaturally accurate hole.
Okay, I need to go talk to Noah now. He's the only one that knows how to deal with my father, and this is way beyond me.
But
I don't know where
it's a hole.
Yeah, an unnaturally made hole that a fox was standing in however fucking long ago. I haven't glanced at my wrist like that. No watch, but
I'm in it right now. Hole.
yeah, I'm gonna disappear like him if you stay there.
I step out of the hole.
I know that's bullshit. I know she doesn't.
Okay. You go to Iowa?
Yeah. Probably the most perplexed I've ever looked in my life.
Rowen.
You're not allowed to eat down.
Blowing up the door with the next knock.
Hear a familiar voice. The threat sounds sincere.
Open the door! It's cold and there are wolves inside!
Really, Yumi? Really, Yumi?
The window slides open. You see Rowen. Go away, Yumi, and just slides the window closed.
Go ahead. Tony,
I think he
what are you
likes
guys doing here?
Having the...
He knows she isn't going to steal from him.
I think my father's fully lost it. And
There's a hole
some
in the
magic
woods.
involved that I've never seen before. And he's gone. Gone.
He didn't even go to drink.
How much do you drink?
He didn't
hasn't
drink
been
any.
to the gourd in 3 to 4 days. And there's nothing in the house.
Quit making things up.
Go look at the house, Rowen. You didn't look around thoroughly enough when... know that. That's fine.
If you don't open the door, I'm going to knock it in and I'm going to talk to your dad directly.
Is the door actually locked?
They're sliding doors. They don't lock.
I open the door.
Rowen is in his boxers.
I've seen it before. Go past him.
Where's your father? Don't have
Is he here?
time for the novice.
He's never come back. He went off to Oba's and he hasn't been back all night.
Yeah, I think he's still at Oba's because where he was going last time I saw him.
Which was last night. This is the morning, isn't it?
No, it's the same night still.
Still the night.
Well, okay.
You are currently being constantly questioned by your parents.
Wah, 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 wah.
Fine, I'll go up there. I don't know where Yumi went. You have fun with that. I start heading up towards Oba's.
What did you get to eat in this kitchen?
All you find are military rations. Military rations, military rations, a small hidden pile of bacon, and military rations.
Ooh, bacon!
That's Iowa's.
I'll say Rowen ate it. Hi, Rowen. You're standing behind me, aren't you?
Yes. I put the bacon down. You should at least cook it before you can eat it.
Ooh, hey, it is perfect blooming height.
Anyhow, Tony, you reach Oba's. The place seems to be alive with action, but you're not sure what's going on.
Here, switch, here, switch. Okay, I'm gonna try to listen specifically for Iowa's voice just to see if he's here before going into this.
Oh, you can hear that without even trying to listen for his voice. He's pretty much yelling out strategies and war tactics and preparing martial law, and
Okay.
etc., etc.,
He's just yelling at himself in a mirror.
He has to keep in practice.
Exactly. He's like, now he is the voice that scares my son and every other small child in our village.
I walk up, I knock on the door. I don't want to just burst through.
Mr. Iowa, sir, there's a hole in the forest.
Given that I'm sure it probably can't even be heard at the moment, I pull out a handful of just little snapping firecrackers and throw them down.
Or you could knock.
I did. I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be heard over Iowa at the moment.
Yell back. Military men love that.
You're greeted by Oba's butler, the antelope, and he kind of glances at you and says,
Hello?
Yes.
I need to see the loudest one.
Master Iowa and Lord Oba are currently indisposed. I suggest you
Lord Oba. Ooh,
Yeah,
fancy
there's
dancing.
there's a
Exactly,
person
fancy
capable
schmancy.
of worse explosions than me that's currently AWOL. And not drunk.
And not drunk.
Your father, I see.
No, and
I'm
not-
sure you'll find him at the bottom of some bottle somewhere.
You missed the not
There
drunk
aren't
part.
any. There's no bottles in the house and he hasn't been to the gourd.
A single eyebrow, very thin, kind of props up. I
Yes.
see. We will deliberate this and we will continue tomorrow morning. For now, I suggest you get some sleep. Your father will return in the morning. Don't worry.
I really don't like someone like... You guys don't let me run around. Why would you let somebody more dangerous do so?
Because he's older than an adult.
Your father has been kept in check for all these years. I'm sure nothing more will happen.
You know, except for one of his inventions that disappeared randomly turning back up as I'm walking away. And
He
all
kind of
the
shrugs and
They don't seem
Chasm
to
and the
care.
urn is related, apparently.
I know none of this. Please wait till Master
That's
Oba
fine.
can speak to you.
That's fine. Please relay it, though.
Very well. Have a good night, Tonei.
I head back towards home.
All right.
I have such a headache.
You get to your door. You open it. Place is still a mess. The white handle is now on the table.
You didn't put it there, did you?
Twitch. No, it was.
Yeah,
still-
Twitch is about right. That's about it.
Close the door. I lock it. Dad, are you home?
No answer.
I'm going to destroy this fucking thing just for my frustration value. Walk over to the table and examine it. Why? Just why?
It doesn't answer you.
I know. I grab a crate of any close enough size and I pack it up.
So you touch it?
Yep.
Yes.
As you lift up the handle, it feels heavier than it should. And when you turn it to examine it, an eyeball is staring at you. An eyeball in the actual stock.
It's a shoo-shoo.
Yes, it looks like a shoe.
It's a
what?
shoo-shoo.
What's a shoo-shoo?
From Black Food, the
I think I
shoo-shoos?
changed
Oh.
my mind.
That's odd. It's talking to you now.
It's relax. Run, Trish.
What did it say?
What's your father's name?
Thomas.
You're not Thomas.
I'm not. I don't know where he's gone. Can I
Feel
help
like
you?
Thomas, but you're not Thomas. Where's Thomas?
You're daintier.
I don't know. Why don't you tell me? You're the one he's spazzing over.
I haven't seen him in 20 years.
Well, now I know how long you've been drunk.
Probably about how old I am, yeah.
Yep.
Any idea why he'd be looking so frantically for you? Or why you would disappear?
Last time he found me, we went and kicked the crap out of a whole bunch of spirits. Are we going to kill some spirits?
We might be.
No, I like you already.
Oh, God.
Do you have a name?
This thing's an abomination.
Oh, yeah.
You don't know about it yet.
Pardon?
You don't know about it yet.
I know, that's the thing is... but just the general feel of the world is going... a little... I'm going, that's wrong.
Sense a disturbance in the force.
Yes, I sense a great disturbance in the force.
While you're talking with your folks, you just feel this overshadowing, like, doom over you.
It's your folks.
Mark that up to my parents. That's all right.
I got a name. Name's Jägermanny. That's what your dad called me. I had a name before that, but it sounded really, really stupid.
What was it?
What did he just say his name was?
Jägermanny.
Oh, God.
You learn it right. Just call me Jaeger for short.
Jaeger. Oh, wonderful. Well, I'm Tonei. I'll be dealing with you if...
Tony, nice name, nice
Your
name. Your
doesn't
father
pop
gave you
up.
that name, right?
Yeah.
Knew a Tony once. Died horribly in a fire.
I'm sure that's probably going to be my fate, too, really.
I don't know. I feel like you're a little bit different than your dad.
Not enough
You're a
ways,
lady.
other than being relatively sober.
Sober? Your dad never drank.
Spent the last 20 years or so that I've ever been around for.
Oh, so that's what they did. Ah, I see. Alright, so, what are we doing?
Right now, hoping the bastard turns back up. He left a hole the size of him perfectly clean in a nearby area.
Oh, that? Yeah, don't worry about that.
What is that? Did he, disappear to somewhere, or did he just...
Oh, he probably went to his lab.
Your
Yeah,
father has a
lab.
lab and hasn't told you about it.
Well, I used to, 20 years ago, last time I was there.
Where's that? Any idea?
Where the hell am I?
Small town called Southern Lotus. I don't know if you...
You never heard of it.
Probably has been within the time you've not been active.
Well, damn.
Let's see. Have you heard of...
Crazy old bastard left me to rot. After all we've been through together.
Well, he knew you were here. He just ran off to get a drink to try to sort his thoughts, and that's the last I know of.
Well, if you get near Teamy's shield, you can probably find where he is.
Teamy Shield? What does that look like?
Giant mountain, the peak.
Do we know? Oh, sorry.
Do
You do, and that's a spiritual hotbed.
I'm not there though.
Do I know of such?
You only know of Teamy the god that makes the great shield in the sky that prevents all of the bad things out there from killing you.
Spiritual folklore. I can work with that.
Yes.
Do you mind traveling much? I feel inclined to take you with me so that nobody else messes with you.
Better than sitting around here. I think I'm getting rusty.
I can attend to that. I go and I find one of my bigger quivers and I stick it in it.
What?
Quivers, like
Okay.
arrows. Zip it up. Hoist over.
I just sit in here. Hey, it's kind of dark in here. And you just zip it closed.
Deal with later. I walk over towards the grove. Put Huddy on so that Huddy, run ahead and see if our friend's there or not.
Who are you looking for?
Altros.
Nope. Losey's there, kind of meditating.
All the little spirits are playing.
Okay, I head up towards the farm.
The rice farm?
Down. we're near the bottom tier of the village.
All right,
Well, down.
you walk up to the zoo residence, and you can hear just this frantic gibbering. You know that knocking on this is going to probably be the worst idea you've ever had if you're getting between the Zeus and their son. Perhaps tonight is a good night to just sleep and hope it's all a dream. Because if you do deal with the Zeus, you are not getting sleep at all. Because they'll think that you're trying to have a relationship with their son, and they'll try and sell him off to you.
Yep. This is true.
Doesn't help that I have one of the better houses in town. Okay, I had to
You mean my parents would sell me off to the town drunk?
Tanger's daughter.
Yeah, well, still the town drunk.
You already passed your prime. You need to get nice woman and make babies for us.
If I hear
So they can work
that,
the farm.
I definitely turn into
That does come up as you're getting there. So it's like, nope.
I head back to Rowan's. I opened the door.
You're
I
like
walked
23,
in,
way
I
past
closed
your
the door,
prime.
Slap on the couch.
Rowan,
Welcome
as
on.
you're finally wresting the bacon away from Yumi, Tonei walks in and just collapses on your couch. Or therefore couch. 3 stools put together.
Which is fine by me at the moment.
How late is it?
Very late. We're getting close to about 11 o'clock p.m.
In a society
didn't
that goes to bed at
realize.
sundown?
I'll let you two be alone.
Yumi, right now,
I gotta get rid of one of them, at
shit
least.
Yeah, I just don't want to be home alone with.
Finally,
I don't know
get rid
what
of one of
the
them.
fuck it is.
Yumi walks out after making some snide comment about you two sleeping together.
Yep.
I don't look up.
Bum, chicka, bum, bum.
Right now.
Of course, I'm whatever Rowan said. Everything goes over Rowan's freaking head.
He's the tallest and he keeps missing it all.
I throw a firework over my shoulder in Yumi's direction, aiming for her tail without actually aiming.
Missed.
Roll, unless you get a 20, it misses.
Aware. Not
catch
trying.
it?
12.
Okay. There's an explosion behind you, but you're used to that. Alright, we'll just screen wipe the next morning because
I don't move. I don't answer him. I don't do nothing now.
she will not get off your couch.
I will drag her to her own house.
Including the giant quiver over my shoulder
got
that's zipped up.
You need a pencil?
You got a pencil?
And I've got one.
Anyway, we're just going to screen wipe. Whatever you do for the rest of the night, you do for the rest of the night. Next morning, you are to be meeting with Oba at the crack of dawn.
I look around the house.
Is that a new bar in
It's
town?
still
Crack
just
of
me in the
No.
house.
It's just you in the house. No one's there.
Oh.
Oddly enough, there are a few bottles of alcohol around.
And this is Rowan's house.
In Rowan's house?
No, Rowan dragged me back home.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I unzipped the top of the quiver. Hey, buddy, you haven't happened to notice Dad come back around, did you?
How about I was in here all night?
I was just figuring if he did come around, he might try to catch up with you. But okay, we're going out for a meeting. Sit tight.
Boring. Wait when it's over.
Will do. Zip it back up. Go over to one of the bottles, take a swig off it, cork it, eat some rice for breakfast, and head out.
All right.
'Cause I'm still just all of the what the fuck.
You open your bag of zoo rice and have your breakfast. Who is going to... Is anyone doing anything special in the morning?
My mom is gone, right?
Yep.
I'm taking one of her good kimonos.
Bigger than you are.
No, I'm about the same height and size as my mother. One of her shorter ones, not the long ones. So I can move.
Okay.
13.
That total?
Well, what else am I rolling with it?
Your perception. Your search.
15.
Okay. You grab one of your mother's kimonos and you head out with it. It's very nice. It's a little loose in some places and tight in others, but that's beside the point.
I stop at the merchant en route since I'm sure I have to go past there to get up there. I ask how long he thinks the order will be.
Oh! It shouldn't be more than another 2 days. I mean, my sources are the best after all.
Naturally. I'd also like to get matching slightly more quantity of local wool cotton, whatever's softest and produced around here.
Oh, it's gonna run you though. Again, deduct another 2 gold. Guy's an extortionist, by the way.
I know, but in his case, I deal with it since it.
Be ready in 2 days.
Yep. I'll be back next time I've had scrap the pawn off on you. I head out, head up,
He just
I'm
smiles as you leave.
dragging myself. I did a forced march and I felt better than this. Oh, the fuck.
So, you're all at Oba's, right?
Right.
You finally get there?
I look very good.
Yes, you do.
I look haggard.
That's normal.
Altros looks normal.
Pay the shoulder.
Tony looks normal.
Actually, I look
Don't
far,
know, it's
I
slightly
look far less
sexy. It's
haggard
actually
on the
not
road
normal.
than I did here.
It's silk.
I've actually prepared this to read you guys for a description. The well-kept and immaculate shrubs about the entrance indicate that Oba has not been grazing recently, possibly due to the news that you've brought to his attention. So, yesterday. The hired help, a young antelope-looking fellow with blonde, straight hair, leads you into the entrance in solemn silence. Within the all-familiar waiting room, you find Iowa pacing back and forth with a stern expression on his face. No different from any normal day, really.
Nope.
Iowa glances at you all in silence for a moment before quietly retreating into another room, his footsteps falling with resounding determinants in every step. The door slides shut and his shadow can be seen, pacing once more. What do you do?
He covers a lot of territory, doesn't he?
Wait.
Wait.
So, what are we doing here?
Who are you asking?
I just say it out loud. I don't even bother formal address.
I'll answer. Waiting.
Winning.
Epic winning.
We're supposed to be
Real
debriefing and
silk.
Oba walked out, so...
See? Yeah, real silk.
Rough. Smooth. Rough. Smooth. Single tear down the badger's cheek. Alright, so y'all are just gonna wait?
Yep.
Well, if there's any obvious, arguments, conversations coming from the office, we'll listen in, of
It's
course.
very quiet, actually. Alright, so after about 20 minutes of waiting, Gen Z comes out, the antelope, and says, Oba will see you now. He's ready.
I was leaning on the quiver, shouldered again.
Okay?
Walk in.
Y'all walk in?
Yep.
Oba's office is a mess in comparison to what it normally looks like. Books are strewn about, discarded onto the side and piled high. His bookshelves look as though they have been completely stripped bare. The old goat himself looks haggard. His fur is poking every which way, and he has bags under his eyes that look like they could weigh over 4 stones. Oba looks up from his book before him, and he clears his throat. But the obvious lack of sleep is taking its toll on him. I've gone over the necessary protocols available to me, he says, gesturing to his completely anarchic study. And there's nothing in here about what we should do. No reports, no preliminaries, no fail-safes, nothing! He seems a little panicked, crazed, if you will. I think we should wait. Wait until the whole thing blows over, or until the North replies to us. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll wait till they reply to us. Maybe they'll send an army. Maybe even the mighty Emperor will grace us with his presence.
You want to wait while psychotic spirits take over our village?
There's nothing in the reports!
So talk to the herd in general you have in the other room who's pacing like crazy.
Well, he wants to start a war. We can't go to war. We're not warlike. The best we've got is Io and his son Rowen. That's our closest thing to the military. I've been complimented. Recognition. At this point,
I wouldn't
out of character, this is now a skill challenge to try and get Oba under some kind of control, so he doesn't just decide to say fuck it and close down everything to we're ignoring it, la 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 la. It's going to be a normal difficulty, but you require 8 successes before 3 failures. You know how these have gone in the past, right? So good! So,
What is it? What, diplomacy or what?
you choose what skill you want to roll. You try and... If you don't have anything thought up, I have actual results that could determine what you've actually done. If you have something thought out, say it out and I'll ad-lib it. Not a big deal. I've done this many times. So, who wants to go first with the crazed old goat?
Yumi, calm him down.
I will try using my insight to give him basically my wisdom.
Okay.
Basically baffle him with bullshit on the wisdom.
Okay. Roll it.
Trying to get him to listen to something other than his own voice.
That's a hard task.
That's a hard task.
It's
Oba
odd.
does
It's
love his
Oba.
own voice.
But I have a plus 12 on that.
Holy shit. Okay. So unless you roll...
Insight.
Unless you roll a 1, you will succeed.
Yeah.
Hooray!
My insight, wisdom, 19. Oh, sorry, 12.
Sorry, the DCs for this skill challenge on normal. Oh.
There's 10 for normal, isn't it?
No, it's 12 for normal. Yeah, you're good. Yep, roll it.
3. 15.
Altros is a little haggard with his reply because of apparently he's had a rough night or something. You're not sure what's going on, but he's a little slow. But he's starting to talk to Oba, and he's telling him, calm down, sir. I'm sure there's other things. I mean, if you look at this and you think about that, it can't be that bad. We're still here. Everything's great, etc., etc., etc.
Basically the equivalent of Buddhist coins.
Yes. This will give you all a +1 on your next attempt to do anything because he's calmed down somewhat. So, who's next?
Can I use my bluff to do reverse psychology?
You're gonna want.
You should totally wait, is what you're going to tell him?
Well, do we have like a Shelbyville type town that we're against?
No.
Damn it.
Well, Shelbyville would totally go to war.
Exactly.
No, we do not have a Shelbyville.
Okay, then I'll intimidate him.
Look, you old.
God damn it! All right.
That's a terrible idea. Don't just stand here and wait.
14.
As Altros
15.
calms him down,
+1.
Yumi
15. 15.
Yumi pretty much breaks out the Ghostbusters. The total chaos. Dogs and cats living together. Anarchy.
What's already happening?
Yeah, but she's doing the equivalent of the Ghostbusters, like just driving him to fear.
Yeah,
It's like,
Peter Venkman.
She's fear mongering him at this point, telling him to get into action.
Face palm.
But she's doing it in a you should act. A coward wouldn't act. You're a coward type thing. As such, you're going to get a -1 on your following rolls, but it's considered a success.
Yes.
Who's next?
Whoever wants to be next.
Fuck.
I could go again and
You
try.
have a very curmudgeoned Oba.
We have a really bad good cop, bad cop.
You really do.
It's okay, man, calm down. But you should fucking act.
But I'm okay. I'll come back and try and calm him.
Soften the blow again.
Yeah.
Diplomacy or insight or what?
Pardon?
What are you going to try and use?
Insight.
Insight again? Okay. Roll it.
9 -1, 8, so that's 20.
Okay.
Pretty good way of calling him back down.
As you're trying to calm him back down from being insulted by Yumi for, her upstartedness, he seems to be answering things a little more as if he had some kind of agenda. You're not sure. Maybe he's got something, as if perhaps he's always known that something like this would happen. You keep saying, well, we could always know we can't do that. No, we can't. But we could. No, we can't do that. Maybe if we just, no, that wouldn't work. I could, no, that would be too
I'm
grown.
going to remind him of historical cases where, average settlers have
Heroic imperial citizens have saved the empire. Yada yada.
exactly have defended themselves successfully.
So history?
Yes.
Wow, because I had that ready. Go ahead and roll it.
What's your history roll?
1.
You're going to quote the wrong fucking thing.
You realize I have a history of 8?
18.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
That's counting your -1.
Pulling out your knowledge of previous wars, you start quoting various stories of the ancient text about idle hands doing nothing while spirits played with the lives of mortals. Pretty much, it all ends in tears at that point.
Right.
And Oba's like, you're right. Sitting around might not be the best plan. I don't know. It's still iffy, though. I mean, messing with spirits, they could turn us all into trees. We could all be trees. We could be a tree village. That's crazy.
At this point, I'd like to use my bluff skill to pretty much lie about how, prepared Iowa and Rowen are to defend our village, and that all of our shamans could go to war because they could talk to the spirits.
Roll it. This is actually going to be at a difficult.
19.
Just sure.
Total?
Yes.
That's with the negative?
Minus how much? You didn't say. You said it's
Oh, wait, you
difficult.
used insight again, didn't you?
Yeah, you did.
So then you get another +1, by the way.
So that'd be
20.
then.
Okay, you just barely beat it. He's like, oh yeah, Iowa is great. You guys, you're not that bad. You could probably stem them for a while, and we could wait for the mighty emperor to come and completely knock them all aside. Yeah, that might work. That might work. But are we sure we can go to war? I mean, Heartsong has a lot more people than us, and they got the mines, and who knows what they're doing, especially with spirits.
Use of perception based off of little occurrences I've been seeing, like with her mother and father, like with whatever the fuck my father just did.
No idea what the fuck your father did. Honestly, you're
But
just
just,
like that.
but just using it as a display that there are powerful people here that can help deal with this, and we did just deal with getting in and out of the south successfully.
Roll perception.
16.
No, you're crazy. You're crazy. You don't know anything about these people. I mean, yeah, Iowa's pretty good, and you guys are acceptable. But her mother, a tea house owner. What's she gonna do? Maybe your father, yeah.
Yumi, do you know anything that could help?
Can I
That's
use
what
my
you do.
thievery to grab one of his books
You don't have
and
others,
pretty
no,
much bluff? Well, I guess it would be a bluff thing at that point.
Avoid bluffing more. Just a heads up. You're almost done though,
Like
guys.
show him like battle plans from strategies from his old books or whatever, but not actually let him see them.
He doesn't have any war books.
No.
No. Anyone else? You've got 3 more to go to convince him and 2 more to fail to have nothing, have pretty much say town's on lockdown, don't do anything, don't say anything, pretend like it's not happening.
I'm gonna intimidate him again.
God damn it.
You said I'm not allowed to bluff, so
Didn't say you're not allowed. You should avoid it.
I'll do the other thing I'm good at.
Why couldn't you have diplomacy? You're supposed to be a sweetheart.
17.
Talking people into this shit.
You kind of push the envelope on doing nothing equals signing our death warrant, and he's not very happy with you. It's a -2 to everything you do now.
Okay, I guess it's back to me
Is that
and
-2 for
insight.
everybody or just Yumi?
Everyone.
I'm being the wise voice here.
You still succeed, but he's not very happy with you taking such a tone with him.
Not that.
Is there any way I can boost it?
Yeah, stop being such a coward.
Do you have anything other than
Duh,
insight?
but
Insight's my
Coward
best.
goat.
You do
Not
have nature.
good.
My nature is 10.
You could use insight again, if you wish. I mean,
I could use my nature.
What's your nature?
I could describe how we could build fortifications and build up our defenses. And it's
Oh, okay.
there's also
I'll use-
there's also
I
nature.
know. Can I use my stealth to show him we can get people out of the city if we get attacked?
No.
Damn!
I'll just point some very important things out for you to remember about nature for the role if you're going to be doing it. There are 3 big clues that you can use right now. 1, you ran into Moko. You ran into the spirit of the White Forest.
didn't see him.
I did.
You did.
Yeah.
I could bring that up.
Moko did
To
not
protect
want
us.
anything to do with that town. You got that distinct impression. And he probably considered it to be bad road. So maybe the spirits aren't all on board with this. Maybe the spirits want human or Hengeyoke to interfere with something.
Oh man, I wish I saw.
Well,
Marco.
considering they were happy when we
They're all
when we healed the
celebrating.
badger.
Yeah. A lot of spirits came back, didn't they?
Okay, I'll hit him with at least one of these things.
Okay, so you're going to try and nature it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, nice. 17.
17 plus 10 minus 2, so 25.
Okay. He's like, oh yeah, I guess if the spirits want us to act, well, we can't ignore the spirits. There's so many things we have to do, but can we pull this off? I mean, that's crazy.
I want to use bluff and say the spirits are going to help us.
What?
you're not the one to be saying the spirits will be doing shit.
Roll.
You realize you already said
That's
about
hard.
Ooh, that's not good.
She rolled a 1.
So
Yeah, Totes, that Muku guy is totally going to help us. You mean Moko? Yeah,
his
that's
name is.
gosh. Yeah. She starts tripping over her tongue in her excitement, trying to lie through her teeth.
Okay.
Last chance. This is literally it. It's down to this. 1 success left, 1 failure left, guys. That's it. If you fail, you fail. If you succeed,
Well,
you
the
succeed.
other idea I had would be to use Arcana to point out that there's already been powerful stuff at work that we overcame with that. With the
Look at
urn,
that.
with the-
It's almost like I had Arcana ready in case someone's going to roll it. Go ahead, Trish. 20.
yeah, natural 20.
29.
What?
27.
Pulling out some of your sketches, or actually going on his desk and pointing to the urn and stuff like that, you start pointing out that, hey, Oba, it's very simple. Dark magic, dark sorcery is involved here. And if we do nothing, the mighty emperor might believe we're in league with the sorcerers. Oba's color just fades. It's gone. It's like you just told him that his head was on the guillotine if he doesn't act. He's on board with acting, he just doesn't know what to do.
We should bring in Iowa.
No.
He has ideas.
No, he's
Rowen talks about, we should bring in my dad!
No. We don't have the force for your dad's plan. We do have the stealth to try to sneak back in, though.
Sneaking's good, alright. Well, so, are we talking about infiltrating them, taking them out, snapping the next one? But Oba's completely overacting this like he's read some kind of crazy spy ninja novel.
You don't know how sneaking works, do you?
Well, you just stay in shadows and people don't notice you, right?
No.
Well, what are we supposed to do?
Leave it to the professionals.
Are there any other...
There's also Tostitos in the door. Tostito dip.
There was the mine connecting between here and there. Are there any other such passages between here and there other than the main road?
Oh, I only know of the main road. I mean, there are reports here, but they're old and they generally don't really help in that kind of matter.
Base is old and shouldn't have applied either. The special spirit god should not have been involved. We're dealing with stuff that doesn't make sense and doesn't necessarily seem like it should.
Well,
Might as well try the idea of more shit that doesn't make sense.
we need to get more information. I mean, you guys are talking about spirits that are going to war, but why? We've never had a war with spirits. We're peaceful with them. It doesn't make sense.
It could be somebody else controlling them.
That's dark sorcery, that is.
Yeah, it is.
You think?
We're scaring them.
I don't know. This doesn't sound like scared
No,
spirits.
the way that town was, they were being controlled.
Okay, sorry, offending them.
I think, I'm sorry, but I might have no choice but to send you people back to Heartsong and get more information, because we don't know what we're dealing with. We just know that they're taking over people.
We don't...
Item 1. Ban the masks.
Yes, no masks. Though that is interesting that you mentioned that. I got a writ here that was shot down by the north from one of our villages saying that they're starting this new fad of wearing masks all around town.
People have been carrying them out.
No, bad mojo.
Send up a report to discourage wearing of masks.
Well,
It turned you into a zombie.
Do we still have a corrupt mask?
you have Huddy.
It's not corrupt
It's
anymore.
not corrupt anymore.
Yeah,
You do
it's
not.
not corrupted.
I didn't think we took it with us.
No, you put that thing on and it basically glues to your face.
Well, yeah, but we had the one we'd never put on. I couldn't remember what we did
exactly.
with it.
We actually still do have that one. That is true.
Do we want to haul this thing out?
The great are good.
Pull out the mask that we have, Altros.
Yeah. I'll treat it like I'm treating a live nuclear bomb.
Slow.
And I actually take a few steps back away from it.
Always very confused when he's looking at these. Like, this is it. That doesn't look scary. That looks like a mask.
That's how it gets you. It doesn't look scary. It doesn't look obvious. But in here, woven into the very fabric.
How does it work? He picks it up.
I go, put it down. Do not put it on. You put it on, it grabs on. You won't take it off.
There's a spirit living inside of it.
Oh.
That
Well-
meant to deal.
Well, where's your father? He knows how to fight spirits.
Yeah, that's the problem I've got at the moment. I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
Yeah, I'm going, yeah, what do you mean you don't know? What's this about him fighting spirits?
I walk over to the window. I push back the curtain.
There's a
I
hole in the forest.
gesture towards the hole where he disappeared. Because I'm sure it's visible from up here.
You all see that Oba's not good at hiding his feelings, and his ears just go like down. Oh.
I only have an idea of what... Well, I only know what happened last before he did it. And I'm not terribly comfortable with it, really.
Was he asking about things?
I pull the quiver off my shoulder and set it down now. Yes, actually, he was looking for something in particular. Then he said he was going to go get a drink to clear his head to be able to explain it.
Oba's eyes they bulge like, the 1,000 victories of White Paw? Where did you find that?
In a a spot of our house that never existed before. Because
Oh, this is
never
bad.
that cave.
Oh, this is bad.
Yeah, it talks. And yes, I know how that sounds even coming out of me. It identifies
Oba kind of
the
leans in
name.
his chair towards Altros. Has she been in too much of the rice wine?
I wish. You know, I'm curious.
Right,
I open
I
and
look
I
at this
pull.
thing.
I open and I pull out the lever.
You mean the
Or
stock?
the stock.
Okay, you pull it out.
I look at it. The Thousand Victories of White Paw.
How are you looking at it?
Spiritually.
Spiritual vision? Yeah, there's one. I'm going to try and describe the spirit to you. If I were to describe a bandana-wearing, muscled, scarred, just hulking entity to you, this is the equivalent of what you're getting out of that stock. Something that has seen a lot of shit. It looks like Rambo to you.
Spirit Rambo.
Spambo.
Yeah. Okay. Bear with me.
Altros is just sitting there going like,
Bear with me a moment. It identifies itself as Jaeger something or another. It said to call it Jaeger for short, and it said
you hear in your mind, Jägermann,
Jaeger Manny.
Jägermeister.
Jägermeister.
Jägerbomb, Jägerbomb, Jägerbomb.
Actually, I was thinking of
Nigger bone.
Girl Genius, but that's okay.
Jaegers, yes, I know. We all read Girl Genius here. Girl Genius is awesome.
Yep.
Anyhow, continue on.
Great. Regaining train of thought. I repeat what it was when I said I was looking for my father. It said to take it to the shield,
Somebody's shield.
to the mountain peak shield thing. I try to requote the name.
That's leagues away. You never get there in time.
Yeah, well, unless anybody happens to know where my father's lab used to be 20 years ago.
Oba kind of does. Actually, everyone roll perception.
23.
16.
21. Oh, 11.
13.
Better roll the one.
Okay. Everyone but Yumi notices that Oba's going like shifty eyes.
Yumi doesn't care.
I
She's
give
bored
him.
now.
I give him the glare.
But is it, just in case, I mean, in case he ever was sane again, we had a lab set up for him.
Well, he hasn't drank in at least 3 or 4 days, just that I know of.
But the judges said that.
Yes, actually, the judges have been mentioned by our little friend here.
The judges.
Hey,
What are you
Hager,
talking about?
hey, Hager, can you input? What's a judge? What's the judges?
Judges are dicks. That's pretty much it.
Well, I would guess that they're dicks, but that's
Your
beside
dad
the
mentioned
point.
judges, not the Jaeger.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah, he only mentioned him.
He asked about judges and he goes, he predicted the equivalent. They're dicks.
Yeah, Dad actually mentioned the judges before he disappeared.
Well, maybe they got him.
Gonna bite your tail in a minute. Because
Not
that's
my
what you're
tail.
effectively doing to me.
Listen, okay? The secret lab is to the east. It's in a cave. It's been sealed for a long time, and it kind of has a few spirits that might not be very happy with your father nearby.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, I don't think it being sealed matters much, as I guess you're towards the hole again.
Your father always did have some pretty neat tricks. Probably why they did that to him.
Yeah, well, he's... I don't know if
Who's
being
that?
sober is sane for him or not, but...
Did I say that? I said whatever did that to him.
Yeah.
You mean intimidate him?
Yeah, we can talk some
Yumi,
sense into
intimidate
this
him.
guy, because, you know
Yumi,
what I'm
he
thinking
obviously
of?
hired
This is a guy
somebody,
that
find out
actually
what it
has
is.
experience. Aw.
Nope.
Yumi's
Well,
just
Yumi
so
doesn't
down.
give two shits about Tony's father, unfortunately.
No, it would have been 11.
self-centered as a gyroscope.
Hey, Iowa! What'd you do to my dad? I know I asked you to take care of him for a few days, but, you know, completely going off the bottle seems to have sent him off the deep end.
Iowa doesn't answer because he's in another room.
Yeah, he's not
God
here.
damn, I can't raise my voice.
Iowa walks in. What? I made him stop drinking for a while.
At least 3 or 4 days, and he has some kind of...
Oba is doing an eye bulge again. You did what? You fool! I told you that he was supposed to keep drinking! I was like, I thought it would help him. What?
So Oba's just told the biggest, baddest fighter in the village, you fool.
So, why does he have to keep drinking? What is unlocked now?
Well, you see, the judges, when they passed judgment on him because of all of the things he had done, they pretty much locked away his mind. And he was supposed to drink to keep it locked, and now he's probably really confused.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, did you say somebody locked away someone's mind?
Yes.
What the hell kind of fucked up society is this?
The spirits decided on it. He was too dangerous. He had unlocked things that none of us should know.
Knowing Tonei, I
I'm
kind of
just
understand.
do a screen wipe, earn, missing pages, back to scene.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, someone else knows it, too, or took that information.
What are you saying?
He was looking for information. His babble included the urn and missing pages in his journal. There are pages in his journal that were cut out. They were not ripped, they were not lost, they were not torn.
I broke that.
His journal was buried near the... You found his journal, didn't you?
I've been using it for the last few years, yes.
Then you have the pages, obviously.
They were gone before I got to it. Those pages were never there. I didn't even think anything of pages being cut out until he was looking for them.
Oba seems very concerned at this point. He's not even chipped like I am, but he's very concerned.
What came up with that urn 20 years ago, and why is it a concern again? Other than the fact that it's now broken.
It's not so much the urn.
I freed the slaves!
It's not so much the urn as what the urn
Situation.
is used for.
Well, it's used for broken pottery now.
What?
I smashed it.
What's it used for?
That's one of them. You can make more.
Then I'll just smash them.
Some of them you don't want to smash.
Aside from that idea, where are they? What kind of power do they have?
I don't know if they
Because
can be
saw
made. Your father found out how to make them. He found how to trap gods. Do you know how dangerous that is?
Bang, 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 bang. Back up there.
Malcolm's like, what?
How to trap who?
He found out how to trap gods. Lesser gods. He figured it out.
Are there any in the
And
area?
people wonder why I have a problem with artificers.
Not now! Are there any in that region that would be pissed off and thus be against any kind of refinement?
Well, no, they were all released when your father was sentenced.
Oh, and there was no possible way that one of them might have been bad, right?
Well, no, they were all being taken care of.
By who? And could that person possibly be influencing their concerns to making them rise against everybody? right now?
Considering that it was Grandmother Octavia's herald that was overseeing the entire tribunal, I'm pretty sure they're well kept.
Yes. Let's trust the guy who's the herald of the biggest bitch in the world. That's a wonderful idea.
I wince when she says biggest bitch in the world.
Oba. You want to bring down destruction on our village?
No,
It's already coming!
It's already walking up our back door. We need to
Exactly.
do something to keep it from getting here. 'Cause, okay,
If Octavia wants to come down and start some shit, hey, maybe she'll fight the masked people.
Even aside from that, there's actually nothing stopping the people in the southern area from coming up the way we did, or just coming up the road. We only blocked off the exit. I'm sure if Rowen could get through it, somebody else can.
Poor Rowen.
What?
He was so impressed with his punching ability to punch.
Well, yeah, he was given the right motivation. I'm pretty sure these people have higher motivation than some broken armor.
So what is your suggestion then?
You know the location where these things were.
Well,
No, where's the herald? Let's go talk to him.
We have
And by
some.
talk, I mean beat some sense into him.
You feel free to do that one. I'm not spirity, and I know that's a very terrible
what
idea.
we need to do, we have several things. A, find where her father's gone. He's dangerous.
I'll actually have to agree with this. I can't read his older shit without getting ahead.
We also need to head south and find out What's going on down there? Are they
The recovered,
are they on the move? Are they gathering up?
the
What?
recovered reports. Are there anything from the further south?
If we go
mentioning
back
this
there,
all
we
of
could
this
not
shit?
come out.
No, don't go into this town.
What were the reports we
But
recovered? Was
see
there
from the
anything
distance.
useful in there? We could go if they're not.
Mentioned about a southern forest being burned to the ground.
That's bad, right?
At which point I go, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, acres, many acres, almost hectares of land just burned straight to the ground.
Which means that the two southernmost towns are not controlled yet. They're in danger too. Which means that they might be willing
The
to
forest
help.
have a name?
Not no more.
Did it?
Everpine. The Everpine forest was supposedly burnt to the ground.
Okay.
How about the towns down there?
The reports say that the last few reports saying that everything A-okay, except there was just a fire and some trees were gone, and the spirits were not happy, but they'll deal with it.
At the very least, they need to be warned too. If we tried going back south, we should go down and around. We should at least get help.
We're going
However,
to.
we do have to go east first, apparently.
Well, having your father running around on the loose, not a good idea.
Nonsense. What could possibly go wrong with a man who can trap a god?
Yeah, especially since I have no idea how to even
If, when we go looking for him, we're taking lots of alcohol. Got
I've
that?
already. Go ahead. I pull out the bottle of Everclear. Put it back away.
We're all going to have bottles. We're going to
Just
keep.
catch him and just chuck it down his throat.
Or at least knock him out something.
Depending on how lucid he is.
Definitely will need somebody that would actually be strong enough to, lug him back here for his own safety.
Okay, well,
Actually, I was kind of thinking more
Someone
Iowa.
who's strong enough to lug him back here for his own
Actually, I was more
safety.
thinking his father because we need to keep pressing forward from there.
What? Take his father to find
To find
his friend.
to find
or somebody
Thomas
he
and bring
knows.
him back.
You want
To
to take
bring him
Iowa on like a 5-day journey?
I was like, I'm right here. I got more important stuff to do than find a drunk.
How about one that can undo reality?
Ain't here, ain't my problem.
She's got a point.
Like father, like son.
See, everyone gets it wrong, right? Fine.
You guys go and find Thomas. I'll get this town ready for war because that's what's coming.
Yeah, and it'll just blaze right over us if it is because you ain't got shit.
You
I'm
hear
not
laughter
sitting
from Jaeger.
there.
Both
You
of
have an
them.
input there, buddy.
Yes. He's doing a heartfelt, bottom of the gut laugh. Like he enjoys the prospect.
Yeah. You're not helping there, dude.
I was confused as to what you're saying because he doesn't see spirits. Yumi, you have something on your mind?
Well, you could always just contact the Black Paw and get their help.
First time it's been mentioned.
Yes.
And I go, no, I washed mine.
Yumi?
Though you're
31 bluff.
Yes, you bluff that you know about the Black Paw, and Iowa kind of gives you the steely glare and is like, I have never heard of such an organization, or people, or place, or thing.
But your defense
Obvious
is not
denial of
confused.
knowledge.
Yeah.
My what?
You're defensive over that. A moment ago, you were just bland and confused.
Yes.
That's an extreme reaction for something you know nothing about.
I don't like things I don't know anything about. Rowan's like, it's true.
He hates
Sounds like
cabbage.
black magic and sorcery. Perhaps you should not bring that name up again.
That seems
Ever.
offensive.
I want to have an intimidate off.
Okay.
You know what? I'm just gonna take my implement of superpower weapon here and head on off to find this
I don't know,
shit.
that's going to be enough.
I'll go with her.
What'd you get?
23.
31.
Damn!
Over
Bastard! Even with the 20, I still going to get a 30.
Go with my own 20.
Don't you want to know where the lab is?
Yes.
Yeah,
Are you going to
kinda
tell us?
useful.
Oh yeah. If you guys are trying to find Thomas, it's important that you find. It's paramount that you find him.
Tell me now.
If he gets his mind back, the judges will be angry. Very angry.
Oh, gee, something else to destroy our fucking town.
Well, they won't destroy the town.
They'll destroy us.
No.
They'll destroy you.
No, far worse. They'll go with Plan B.
And that is?
Turn us into trees, right?
No. Far worse.
What's worse than being turned to a tree?
Not being turned into a tree? No.
Never being able to return to your body again.
Can you still touch things?
No.
Well, that sounds like a good reason to go find a madman.
Yeah. Everyone who ever dealt with Thomas would be doomed to forever live outside of their body.
Doesn't that sound like some good guy to Iowa?
I was like,
He doesn't care.
I know
gives
he
no
doesn't.
fucks.
I'm just... That's just the easiest thing to be annoyed at in this room.
But I want to know about the black paw.
Yeah. Are you saying that? Are you
Under my breath.
I'm trying to kill your husband.
okay, so Opa gives you a little map pointing out far to the east. We're talking about a day away, a cave. A cave that is noticed by a whole bunch of roots that are apparently grown over it.
Okay.
Can we go in?
Well, you have to go there first, so are you guys going to prepare for anything?
Yes.
Pack up anything?
Well, I'm getting my stuff together. I'm going to go ask Lozy about what he knows about it's a bird. Knows about Thomas.
The town drunk? Oh, he can grab ass a lot, but that's pretty much it. Not a bad-looking fox, but he's a little... If you get what I drift, even for a shaman, he's a little...
Oba, if I'm not back in time, can you pick up this for me and just trap it at the house, or have an errand boy or such do it, please?
Silk? Okay.
Trust me, it's kind of the least that can be done considering the situation.
Alright.
Thank you.
You guys come back, though. If you need anything, just ask around. I'm sure we can help you. We just don't know what to do. I mean, this is big. This is big. We're not used to this stuff. We're a southern village.
Send a letter. Well, I don't know where one is. Send a letter to the southern town and let...
I'm not sending anyone through that death maze.
Around. You can go around. The influence doesn't...
Do you know how
far.
dangerous the forests are if you don't have a shaman?
Fine. I walk out.
Don't we have enough shamans?
No.
No, this one has a critical last in them.
We have the one that stays here, the city girl,
And then him.
and me.
We could send Altros, I guess, but he doesn't look like he'd make the run.
He wouldn't. He fell to just a Rowen's march. I call back.
Well, best of luck. I'll try and keep everything working around here till you get back. And if you see your father...
If you see him before I do...
If I see him, I'm dead, he says as you're leaving.
Have Iowa watch for him. He seems like he could stand to be useful for something.
Yeah, that might work.
What?
Iowa, if you see Thomas, kill him.
I'm okay with this. Because I...
Wow.
I was like, kill the town drunk? Well, we heard.
It's a bit harsh.
You have fun with that.
Say, I'm gonna inform Lozy of what I've learned about Thomas.
She kind of wide eyes you, and she's like, he's the Jaeger?
Well,
I
had the Jaeger.
I head over that way for that matter.
Had the Jaeger? What are you talking about? Do you know nothing of the legends of the Jaeger?
I'll walk over to him.
Let's see. Have you told me about the legends of the Jaeger? No.
Oh, I thought the spirits would tell you about him. He was a terror way back when.
I have the Jaeger leaned against my shoulder as I walk over to the group.
Yeah, you do.
Terror?
I don't even want to put it away.
Yeah. I mean, when he thought that spirits were giving someone a bum deal, he went after them. More oftentimes, he just took them out. Kind of scared a lot of the lesser spirits, and some even say that he found a way to deal with, stronger ones.
Oh, I believe that. I believe that.
But I never thought that Thomas would be the Jaeger. I mean, look at him. He's so scrawny and drunk all the time.
That's the safety valve.
Are you sure you're hearing this
Your
right,
dad's a plank of wood
Altros?
now.
I mean,
Oh, I've heard
Your
way
dad's a
too
plank of
much.
wood now.
I've seen way too much.
No, he doesn't wield it with him.
I've seen the wound on the badger.
you saw Orstreak?
Yes.
You actually saw the Great Ore Streak?
I saw his wound.
Oh, that's not nearly as impressive. But that's still good. That's still good.
Let's see. No, I'm not going to be snippy with her. I'm not. No.
She's of course dealing with spirits at this point. At the same time she's dealing with you.
Okay, so you know nothing about his past.
I know of the legends of the Jaeger. That's it. And if he was the Jaeger, that explains why it was so quiet for the last 20 years. That raises the question about his daughters, though. She was always a little off, don't you think?
No, really? What was your first
I
clue?
don't think that could be the time for me to walk up. Good.
Well,
That'd be fun.
I'm not talking about Tonei. I'm talking about the eldest.
Uh-oh.
What?
Crazy sister.
Crazy's multiplied?
Yeah, she's got two
I actually
sisters.
took the stick away at this and
And I'm gonna.
walk
Is
in.
Tony around?
Tony's like, uh-oh.
I have two sisters. One down in the south, one fuck only knows where.
The alarm bells are
I
silent.
didn't know about these, did I?
No.
Oh, they fucked off years ago. They left as soon as they could. Well, one left as soon as they could. The other left for the service because she was another military.
And which one's the eldest?
Oh, God.
Make me have to look at my own back. Oh no, that would be the one that soars like a sailor.
Yep.
Yeah.
That what?
Soars like a sailor, drinks like a sea dog, land pirate, pillages. Kind of does whatever the fuck. She gets away with it too because she can charm better than Yumi.
Well, after seeing Yumi's
Bullshit.
after seeing Yumi with Oma, that's not a big thing.
I wasn't trying to charm him. I was trying to
Sorry,
intimidate.
she can charm the way Yumi intimidates. She could take the most pissed off sailor and they'd be buying her drink.
There have been... You do remember one such story of her somehow getting Iowa to let her off the hook and also give her a congratulation pat on the head.
Yeah, I'm the mellowest of the three. Well, one's hard and disciplined.
And they've all come from this Jaeger.
Yep.
Wait, Jaeger? That's what this identifies as.
She's pointing it to the glowing stick. Lowe's is like, what is the... And her eyes just go wide. Get that out of here!
I step back until I'm just at the edge of the roof and actually get it.
Further!
I would take it off and chuck it, but that seems like a foolish idea to leave it unarmed.
Oh, leave it with me. I'll make sure it's destroyed.
Yeah.
George?
So what would happen if that touched the shield?
Altros is looking at pretty much all the spirits doing the back pedal of 100 yards.
Go now.
I put my mask back on. So what would that do? What would that do if it touched the shield? Whatever the fuck the shield is, because that's more of your guys' realm than mine.
You're asking Huddy?
I'm asking
Losey.
Losey.
Yelling at Yolozy.
She's like, touch the shield. You can't touch the shield. It's all around us.
Yeah, well, its suggestion was repeat exact wording this time.
You go to a mountain and freeze. If you want to do that, go ahead. Wouldn't mind if that
So-
thing remained over there for the rest of its days.
Yeah, except we're already dealing with things of legend, like our little big spirit friend. So what would happen in the legend if that occurred?
Jaeger would... I don't know. I've never heard of Jaeger going to Timmy's shield.
Lovely. Fine.
Okay, so in other words, things are happening.
So-
I have to go find the crazy guy who carried the Jaeger.
Yes, you have to find the crazy guy who carried the equivalent of Rambo spirit.
Yes. No, Rambo killing spirit.
Yes.
So are you coming with me then, Altros?
Oh, like I have a choice.
Here you go.
Yumi, what are you doing?
I'm following Iowa around in stealth because I want to know what the fuck the black paw is.
Roll your stealth. Please.
Oh, not
I'm
good.
rolling like shit today.
Try a different die.
Might have to. 16.
Yep. Iowa has a negative because he's missing an eye.
Oh, that's right.
He doesn't seem to be paying attention. He does go for the tea house at one point in the day, and he and your father have a hush-hush conversation in the room, the same room as usual. And he's asking about...
Listening in.
Give me a second. That's good. He and your father are having a hushed conversation, asking in very subtle terms, has there been any word? Nothing yet. Has the paw moved? The paw hasn't moved. What's the decision? The decision is to remain silent, etc., etc., etc.
Who are they?
You just like at the vent. Who are they? Just over there. Tell me what the
First out of the vent.
Self-control check.
Self-control check from Yumi.
Actually, she did well.
You just failed your self-control check, didn't you?
No, she rolled an 18.
I rolled an 18.
Okay.
Plus common sense, which isn't listed, so we'll presume it's high enough. She's lived this long.
Who does number 2 work for? So they're having a very hushed conversation. The code they're using is quiet enough yet obvious enough that you get half of what they're saying, but it doesn't respond to anything about what the black paw is.
Some sort of secret organization.
They won't let me in.
That can apparently fly, by the way.
Stupid flying bullshit. Won't let me in. I'm not a trip.
Joan, what are you doing?
Like the trail was a pleasure.
What were they doing?
What were you doing? Your crew is apparently hell-bent on going east and finding the hidden lab of a crazy drunk that you now found out is apparently a danger to society.
Oh, I gotta stop that.
So blasé, so perfect. All right, what are you doing?
Get some gear together. Hello.
Doing the basic gear, all right. So Rowen is going to go talk on his cell phone for some basic gear and order it in through Amazon.
Can't hang it.
So, Altros.
I'm gonna say, is there any? The low C. Is there anything I should know or I should take with me? You know what I'm going after.
If he's back to his old self,
we're assuming he's not completely back to his old self. He's just going through the withdrawals of alcohol, which means it really screws up with the mind, doesn't it?
well, yes, especially
Addiction. 20 years of addiction.
20 years of addiction. Yeah, I'd be surprised if there's anything left up there. But if this is the Jaeger, pray to the great stag to come back alive.
Assume that's done. So no advice. No, take this, my friend, or what have you type stuff. No.
Well, you'd hope that he wouldn't kill his own kid, but
I've got nothing.
You've got nothing. I mean, I'm out fresh out, man. Fresh out of whoop ass.
I only heard about the Jaeger when I was starting as a shaman. There's legends this high about it. He's almost as famous as Blue Hair.
Have you ever seen any bit of the Badger?
Any bit of the Badger.
Have you seen any piece of the Badger?
Only what we have written in our books.
Have you ever seen the Spirit of the North of the White Forest?
I have not.
Okay.
I'm just the shaman of Southern Lotus. I mean, I don't get to deal with a lot of this stuff. You've surpassed a lot of what I've seen.
I'm walking like yeah, right.
I am now the prime point of experience in this town.
We are so fucked.
That's pretty much what you're going through.
Yeah, just realizing that my boss is not going to be any help at
That
all.
supplies together for everyone aside from Rowan, because I know his train. He'll already be getting his own.
Your house is incredibly clean when you arrive,
God, that's getting annoying.
and not a drop of alcohol.
It appears and disappears. This house is just trying to drive me insane too. I swear. I look around for any signs that someone's been there. The door was clearly still locked, but
Nope.
aww.
Yumi? You got nothing? You're just gonna go to your tea house and sulk because you don't know about the Black Paw?
She's in her TS.
You sure perhaps you don't want to go rooting through someone's stuff while they're not home and talking with Iowa, maybe?
no, because my luck I'll get fucking caught.
I'm just saying, it's just a die roll away.
Nope.
Just one die roll. Just roll the die.
Nope.
No?
Nope.
No? Do you? No? All right.
No,
No?
busy sulking.
Not taking your railroad, GM.
Okay. Rowan?
Went home, got them gear, basic, travel gear.
Rations, rope, etc. Adventure kit.
Yes.
A cart for you to pull.
Except I lost my last kit because it kind of
It was on the cart.
was on a cart and had to be left behind.
You get the cart.
Only
Amazingly,
one
they're not charging you anything because Oba sent word that you'd need supplies, and they're not charging you for any of the goods.
Okay.
All right, so
I get an extra axe and shovel.
done.
There you go.
You know, I don't like being in the creepy house. I go over and I wait for Altros to come out of the grove.
Altros, the unclean one, the daughter of the Jaeger, is waiting for you.
I still haven't heard the stories about the Jaeger, so all I know is Losey's reaction
And my own crazy.
and Oba's reaction and you're crazy.
What he's already used to.
And I've seen the spirit. I mean, I know there's a spirit in that thing.
Yes.
And now,
got two
mind you,
spirits
I
now.
don't know if I've ever heard of spirits destroying spirits. Have I?
That is very unheard of, yes. It is in legend that spirits do kill each other when they deem it necessary.
But otherwise,
But generally,
I say
it's like a human
overwhelming.
killing a human. It kind of unhinges them. It gets easier with everyone you kill.
And this thing's
And
really
you-
Oh, and this
Apparently
thing
killed.
looks like it's done a lot of killing.
Coyote is the only one known to kill other spirits with a bite.
I don't even know. As I'm wandering back to the group, I'm muttering to myself about. I don't even know how the Jaeger kills other spirits.
Me
Does
either.
it? Do you touch it? Do you let it out? What?
I don't
Mumble,
know.
mumble, mumble.
It didn't start talking until I touched it.
Fine, you can touch it. I'm not
I don't
going
want to touch it anymore. There's really crazy shit going on.
Oh, come on! I ain't so bad when you get to know me.
I don't know about that yet.
Okay.
She just muttered something about not knowing about that yet. You're not sure what she's talking about.
Well, remember, I can hear him too.
Oh, this time you couldn't.
Oh yeah, because he's muffled inside the case. Okay, so who has the map?
I do. I don't know where the others are. I just don't want to go home.
So, are you all
My
going to
home is
meet up?
actually worse than yours right now, and I walked
You
past your
failed?
home last
Yep.
night.
No, your
Thinking hard about what to do?
your home's empty at least.
Yeah, and mine's randomly cleaning itself, and there's been liquor that was there and then not there, and I don't like this. This is a crazy that I can't control, and I don't have any influence over. And
Liquor that's there and not there.
cat-
Isn't that what your father does? The liquor's there, then it's not there, and
well,
he's
yes,
been
and the
there.
door was
And
unlocked, but there's still no signs that anyone's been around. Other than the fact the door was unlocked and the liquor was gone again. I don't even know where it came from in the first place. I didn't put it there, and he's. I don't.
Tony is still talking about liquor and stuff when you finally meet up with them, Yumi.
I'm just kind of losing it.
I'm used to it. She's the town's daughter. I don't care about the fucking Jaeger business or anything. I don't give a shit about the spirits.
That's true.
As far as I'm concerned, you're all fucking crazy.
But you know spirits exist.
Can't see him, don't really care.
Yep.
Why do you think I said fuck grandmother Octavia?
Yeah, that's true.
Surprised you're coming with us.
I really shouldn't go with him. I have no reason to.
Don't you?
No. I really don't.
So you're going to opt out?
I think I might.
Okay.
Why would you opt out?
we need an extra body.
I have no reason to go, though.
So you all arrive together, and Yumi is talking about how she has no reason to follow you on your crazy hunt for your father.
Maybe he knows something about the black ball.
No. He knows something about spirits.
Maybe he was part of the Black Paw.
Nope.
You don't know. In fact, I've never heard the Black. Well,
Only
until she mentioned it in Oba's office, I had never heard of
That's right.
the Black Paw. I thought you meant my hands were dirty.
All I know is that crazy shit went down 20 years ago and surfaced now. There's nothing that involved you. If you want to stay behind, I don't blame you. There's no reason to put yourself in more danger.
If you're scared.
Rowan's like, if you're scared.
You can stay here and help Iowa protect the city.
And serve tea.
Yeah, and be mindful that I was planning to start doing war preparation while we're gone, so have fun with that.
In the distance, you hear Iowa's telling everyone, you'll be up at 600 hours, and I want drills to be run 24/7. Blah, 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 blah.
He's going to need all the bodies he can. Tea house or no.
Next thing you hear, bye! Just leaving the town.
I was thinking of possibly actually going back to the southern village.
You want to go scout the southern village? Alone?
Yeah.
Heartsong?
My aunt is there still, so.
If you're going,
She may be crazy.
I offer out the mask. You'll at least be able to somewhat know when there's a spirit around.
No, I won't. I can't see shit.
This helps you see shit. And it's actually not a drug for a change.
I'm actually going to try. I'm going to try Huddy on. And now, it's the difference between what I see through my own vision and Huddy. Is there any difference, really?
No, because your vision supersedes what you see through Huddy. So you put something over your head, you take it off. Put it over your head, you take it off. Put it over your head, you take it off. Nothing happens.
But I do see Huddy sitting there on the end of
Yes.
it going.
Although you
Looking
see
around.
Huddy anyways.
He seems very sad that he's looking at you instead of her.
These little guys get so attached to.
No, they're spirits.
It's like a cat. Picture that cat laying across the end of your nose.
For that matter, there's a spirit in here, and if you get into trouble, it can probably come get us to help you, or someone else in the area to help you.
What do you mean if? Oh, what do you mean if she gets into trouble?
I've done this stuff on my own many times before you guys even shown up. I can handle myself.
Alright, just be careful, would you?
Same to you.
Lucky fox paws only carry you so far.
Very true.
Rowan, you want to go with her then?
Actually, don't we need some? I mean, this is a sealed cave, right? Mm-hmm. Don't we need to see somebody to break into it?
Probably.
I have no idea how to break through his shit.
Your father has very interesting ways of locking things that you've read in his books. You'd have no idea unless you got really lucky on how to disarm it.
I wouldn't say that. Yeah, I can't disarm. I can't open his locks. Those things are beyond complicated.
Well, I don't think we can have you open them because your way of opening them is packing with your magic powders and setting it off. Which, considering what might be in there,
it would probably cause a chain reaction.
yes, chain reaction. No, we need something subtle, a gentler touch.
Delicate hand.
And that's you.
Rowan could use
You
his
really
face.
use your help. You.
You're the delicate, soft hand here. He is not. He is the blunt instrument.
I just served tea. I don't know what you're talking about.
We've seen your hands. We've seen what you can do.
She specifically has seen what you can do.
It would be like taking from the back pocket.
Anyone can do that.
Altros is like, and now I get my wallet. My hands, they're too pudgy.
Altros, would you be so kind as to steal from Rowan's back pocket? I know there's one blah 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 spot. I'm even giving you an advantage for this.
Rowan is groping your ass.
Please?
Rowan's groping his own ass.
Altros is groping Rowan's ass.
You know, dexterity at 12. No idea. Well, what's he? What is?
No, he's not. He's cool.
You're on the floor now in an arm bar.
Actually, I have a thievery of 2.
Wow.
Roll it. Even though it's not trained. Now, if I roll a 20,
One.
5.
Yeah.
I have a big hand of cheek here.
Yeah.
I've got
No.
it. Hold up his tail. Oh, sorry.
As you're trying to feel up Rowan, you suddenly have your arm in an arm bar and are tasting dirt.
I'm used to dirt. Come on, it's my thing.
We can do it because we've been doing this forever. The average person has not. And I have very limited finesse.
You have no finesse. You have blow shit up.
It's effective, damn it. It's not this kid.
Why don't we find Tony's dad? We can, if there's time afterwards, we can head to the south. And see what's down
No,
there.
there's no boat time after. We have to go south as well. We have to get the crazy guy first. Then we have to go south and find out what's going on with southern.
We can always throw the crazy guy at the problem.
Yeah.
Now the way the goats
Okay.
are at.
Jaeger spirit killer going against a place that's nothing but spirits.
Spirits that want to kill the rest of us. Just let the problem sort itself out, Altros.
Let that problem sort itself out.
She done her with
The rest of you are at like the city limits. You're like, I wonder how it's going over there. You just see this mushroom cloud, and everyone's like, so who won?
Us, we survived.
I'm sure they both kill each other.
It's whoever comes out of the smoke that you're scared of after that.
Yeah.
We send only one or fewer.
But I think we need all 4 of us.
You worked so well in the past.
We survived.
All right, I'll come find your dad.
Tell you what, if there's any...
And then we'll go find your aunt.
Tell you what, if he's got...
And find out if she has some spare silk outfits.
Tell you
Or at
what,
least
if he's got any
silk
nice...
undies.
If he's
I can
got
wear
any
those
nice
underneath.
inventing gemstones tucked away, you can help yourself to what you can grab there.
People are freaking out about him being some sort of crazy giant spirit killer. You really think I want to steal from a spirit killer?
I can disenchant.
Because, the spirits are everywhere. I don't fucking care about goddamn spirits.
You notice that some of the spirits are like... flipping her off.
I gotta go. No, I go.
Trust me, better off to
Should I do
can't
this?
hear them. I'm glad
And then I do-
can't normally.
So, you are to head out the next day. Get your stuff in order. Is anyone doing anything special that night?
I'm sleeping anywhere it's not home. Fuck that, I'm not going home.
Not my place.
Not your place. I'll go stay at the gourd. Fuck it.
Okay.
Meet up next morning and Tony smells of alcohol.
No one else doing anything special?
That'll be a lure for your father.
Where are you sleeping, Altros?
Guess where?
Home.
Yes, I guess.
Where are you sleeping, Yumi?
Home.
Where are you sleeping?
I'm quite serious. I'm not going home. I'll go rent a room from the gourd if I can't think of anywhere better.
Rowen, where are you sleeping?
In my bed.
Okay.
Tony can come sleep at my place. Tell my dad we're going to find her drunk dad who apparently kills spirits or some bullshit tomorrow morning. I'll be back in I don't know when. Maybe never. Bye.
Ooh, I wonder what your father will say. It's saying drunken father who kills spirits.
Excuse me. he kind of... Tony, you'll excuse us. It's father-daughter time.
Yeah, I'll go grab
Into the room?
attic.
Who are you going to find?
I don't know. He's called the Meister or Jaeger or some I don't know. They need me to unlock a door.
You're going to look for Thomas. What happened with Thomas?
He's gone on the warpath. I don't know. He's apparently a spirit killer. It doesn't matter. It's probably all a bunch of bullshit anyway. I just have to unlock a fucking door.
Yes. Are you sure you don't want to serve tea, perhaps? You could just stay here with me, serve tea, not go after this Jaeger?
No.
You sure?
Yes.
Reverse psychology had its spiders.
Alright. I think it's time you got let into the family business, because...
I am in the family business. I serve tea! Only tea! I steal from the other shop, and you give me crap for stealing from the other shop.
No.
But I'm really good at it!
We give you crap because you got caught once or twice. I'm talking about the other family business.
Yeah, I want to bed.
He kind of blinks. You mean you don't want to be a member of the family organization? The one that both your aunt and your mother are in, and myself?
I knew you knew her.
Aunt is a loose term, like I was saying.
Are you saying you slept with her?
Oh, no, maybe no.
Ant is loose.
It is loose. That's what I heard.
No. Sisters and brothers in the organization are what we call one another of the Black Paw. Just sometimes they get married and they become a couple.
Sometimes 3 of them get together if they really like each other. And
Your Aunt Yokota was a little more adverse to us breaking tradition, which is why we are here at the tea shop at the southern end of nowhere. But yes, I think it's time that you were let in on it. Ever wonder why you're so good at stealing, at liberating items from people, and at getting into places that you shouldn't be?
Because people are stupid and it's easy?
No.
Yes.
I'm sorry, my daughter. That's part of who you are.
Then why did no one tell me about this before?
Because we
Why was I serving tea for so many damn years?
It's called training!
How is tea training?
It's called a cover. If you learn more about stealth and subtlety, you'd have an idea as to what I'm talking about. Don't you dare make that face at me, young woman. He's giving you that hot glare that you don't like that much. Now listen. You're going after the Jaeger?
A Jaeger?
Okay. There's only one. There's only one of the legends. What I want you to do is when you find where he is, I want you to grab a piece of Whitehorn reward.
A what?
Legend says that the Jaeger was able to trap gods by shaving off pieces of Whitehorn's actual horn. The Great White Stag?
You're telling me Tony's dad fought the Great White Stag and got its horn?
Oh no, the Great White Stag gave it to him.
Why?
The legends say that he actually committed some kind of favor for the Great White Stag, and the Great White Stag gave him a piece of his horn.
Couldn't this horn technically trap the Great White Stag? That sounds like a really stupid plan.
We don't know. That's why we want it. We want to keep it out of people's hands. A piece of the Great White Stag could potentially enslave spirits.
You mean like what's happening in the South?
Shh. Yes.
People know that the South is under thing. I was walking around going, war, 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 war.
They don't know what's going on. They know that the South has been taken over by something. They don't know it's by spirits.
Excuse me.
Tony's like, and the room scares me. I've just been listening this entire time. You guys are really bad at sneaking. Ah! Jesse Jeff out the door.
Okay, so I need you to return with a piece of Whitehorn's reward. We need to do research on this.
How will I know what it looks like if no one's seen this horn before?
You've made friends with the Shaman Altros, right?
Yes.
Then he can't miss it. Use him.
Okay.
This is for the greater good of the Empire.
The greater good.
Yes. Oh, nothing bad can happen when you invoke the greater good.
The Black Paws are all about ensuring the reign of the great Emperor Ox remains true.
So we're military?
We're not jarheads like that, no. We're far more respectable in our...
But Iowa's in the group, isn't he?
No. Iowa knows of the group because he used to be the right hand of the Imperial Guard. We reported to his superior.
What is this all
So
for
then how did...
Musketeers?
Okay, so if we're so good at stealthing, how did he find out?
Because he was let in. I wouldn't call him an honorary brother, but he has enough knowledge that he can be useful to us.
He's got a really bad poker face.
Yes.
Okay. I can use his son too, right?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
By the spirits, yes. Use him till he's dead. We don't care. So long as the Empire stays focused on its goals. Now, as such, it's breaking tradition, but I think you're ready to receive your initiation.
Just because I'm going after a spirit killer? Yesterday you said I wasn't good enough to get in.
You're my daughter, and I'd prefer if you came back in one piece rather than multiple pieces or disembodied. The spirits are real. And they
Sure
can
they are. You sound like the shamans now, Dad. The spirits are real. They're gonna get me in my sleep.
Oh, it won't be your sleep. Believe me, it won't be your sleep.
Hold on. You mean you fought spirits?
No, they're goo.
They were goo. That's okay.
They were spiderwebs hung up in caves. Yeah.
He pulls out a rather flowery-looking kimono.
Oh, foo-foo.
Is that silk?
Yes.
Everybody gets
The badger will be so jealous.
This is an initiate's garb. It's made to look like a common kimono. On the inside, however, it is lined with Octavian silk. Grandmother Octavia exists.
Oh. No. No.
Oh, yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
You didn't say anything stupid, did you?
No.
Totes!
Totes! Never! I'd never call that bitch a bitch. Take this with you. Your companions won't know the difference between this and your normal kimono. On the inner left breast pocket is a sigil that can only be seen by those who are of higher rank than initiate. It will identify you as a member of the Black Paws.
You can't even see it.
Here, I'm gonna put this magic friendship hat on you.
Magic friendship hat.
It's the king's new clothes.
Be safe. And we never had this conversation. Do you understand? If your mother comes back, tell her you know nothing.
And if you're caught, we will deny all knowledge of your activities.
That's
Okay.
pretty much what it comes down to.
You might want to wash this before she gets back.
Ooh! I'll be impaled if she knows you wore her good kimono.
Well, you better wash it then. Night, Dad.
The door closes and you feel like heat beams in the back of your skull while you step out. That's Yumi for the night. Anyone else doing anything? You're sleeping at the gourd?
No, she took me.
Yeah, I took her in.
All right.
So, no, I'm upstairs.
There's a hushed conversation between Yumi and her father. You can't really make out what they're saying. It's almost like they're speaking a different language.
I've heard enough tongue state. I drink until I start falling asleep, and then I put it away.
It's
Just
funny.
like your
The
family.
more you drink, the more things just seem so good. And you don't know why you ever were thinking of strange devices like the two little oars that made the final light.
That's pretty much it. I want to shut up my mind right now, and I know it works, apparently.
Tony is out when you return. She's just snoring, like tongue up the side of the mouth, maw completely open, and if there were drapes, they'd be pulling in and thrown out whenever she was breathing.
I'll just tuck her in and let her sleep.
All right. Next morning, you all meet up.
Okay.
Everyone seems rather refreshed.
Seriously?
Yes, your parents were like, oh, very important. Yes, Thomas. Oh, drunk. Why is favorite son going after drunk?
Boba told me to.
Oh, that crazy old goat. You need to work on the farm. Keep the rice field all nice and clean.
Crazy old goat could take away rice field.
No. Oba knows we're the best. He gave us half these fields. You go make old goat happy. We'll take the back-breaking labor and make sure the entire farm is well kept.
Favorite son.
Yes, we'll make sure that you keep hearing favorite son is well kept.
Yeah, I know. It's just...
Actually, on that note, I have new rituals I picked up with 2nd level. I prepare one of them in the morning. I don't remember the exact name of it, but pretty much when I'm going to go to the rice farm to collect them in the morning. I cast the ritual, and it makes any vegetation come into full bloom and harvest and ready for harvest.
You walk out to the rice field being in full bloom, even though it's in the right before, halfway through season type thing.
I just look at this and kind of go...
Witchcraft.
It doesn't feel natural to you.
Yes, I know it doesn't. This is so raw.
A very familiar spirit is standing beside you when you're looking at the rice field. It is the spirit of the zoo rice field.
Yeah.
In all his healthy, well-built glory, going, nice. Well, I like her a lot. So, little brother, what are you doing?
I have to go hunt a spirit killer.
Oh, yeah, that guy? Good luck. I'll stay here. Keep the fort and the parents safe. You do what you gotta do.
Keep them occupied. Please! Occupied.
That's the intent. I comment to Altros.
He's talking to someone. He's talking to himself as far as you know.
I always talk. No, she can see.
No,
She can't see him.
I
She only can see Huddy.
I just know the other ones are there because of Huddy.
So
because Huddy goes and talks to other
How do you say,
spirits.
why is he talking to a rice paddy spirit?
Man, that guy's well built.
I'm sure it is. You ready there, Altros? I figured that should keep your parents busy a while.
You realize when
They're cheering and jumping up and down at the early harvest and doing the best they can to start harvesting this ASAP.
I just as we
You guys
trudge
know
away,
your
I'm
favorite son is
saying you
taking
realize they're going to ask for that again.
You realize I don't really care. It even gives it nutrients each time I use it.
Rowen, you're waiting patiently at the meeting point. No one is there.
They're 5 minutes late. You said we meet up at 600 hours.
Yes, you're the only one with the actual sundial to tell what time it is.
He has to stick a stick into the ground just so high, sit there and measure out. Okay, they have another 20 minutes. Then pull out the stick.
Pretty much.
Just by eye.
Yumi, you're the first to arrive. Are you wearing the special kimono?
Yeah.
Yumi arrives in a flowery kimono.
Okay.
So much for stealth.
It doesn't look like she's going. She doesn't look like she's taking this seriously.
Seriously, you're gonna wear a kimono into battle in potentially a dangerous situation?
Well, what did she wear when we were traveling south?
Kimono.
Yeah, but
This looks more like a fancier kimono.
This looks like a fancy dress party kimono.
Well, if she wants to ruin her fancy dress, she can ruin her fancy dress.
Rowan's just like, Yumi, you show up. Tony, you show up. Yumi's dressed in a fancy kimono, and Rowan seems very impatient.
Ready to go there, steam engine.
So they're talking about the 2 nights ago, apparently.
Yeah.
Let's just leave.
Altros.
Okay. Finally show up.
What time you had?
Okay.
Being passed out always is.
Who has the map?
Last night.
Who has the map?
Pull out the map. Let's go.
So you knocked her out.
I brought her home.
What
I
we're
see.
talking about your interest, and I'm gonna crack in the face. Let's go.
Yeah, change one word there, and I'm going, whoopsie.
Alright, so you're going to head east towards the cave. This is going to be another skill challenge base. This one's actually going to be hard because the east hasn't really been that explored or traveled. You're going to be going over rocky outcroppings and forest areas and all this bad stuff.
I suppose dungeoneering would dungeoneering help, given that I'm used to traveling in tough terrains underground. It is rock outcroppings and such, you said.
This is more nature
still
than
nature.
Dungeoneering. Dungeoneering is going through
Caves.
caves.
The dangerous and difficult terrain,
Altros
Pretty much
different
away.
in underground scenarios there from.
As you guys travel, it's a days away by walking. You're going to be losing healing surges as you fail. You pretty much each have to get 3 successes to make it there.
I'm going to use nature.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow Altros.
Yeah, well, say if I succeed. 13. First one.
13 total.
Yeah. 10 plus 3.
Altros seems to be distracted by something as he leads you throughout the nature, but it's fine. You find your way. I mean,
Can I
he's
use
like, watch out for that trip. Boom.
Can
Fine.
I use perception to watch for the things that he's apparently tripping over?
Next one, perception roll.
16.
Yeah, Tony starts pointing out different things, Careful, that's a pitfall. That's actually a swamp. That's a buzzard.
She's being annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rowan.
Entire situation's annoying.
19.
Okay.
Second.
Altros seems to have gotten the hang of telling you guys where to go, follow the sun, don't go through this path. The spirits here are very angry. Oh my god, headhunters. Wait, what was the last part? Never mind, keep going.
Keep going. Don't look up. Don't look up. Don't look up. Up. No, don't look.
Rowan?
I was gonna use my nature, but it's
Okay.
been it twice. It's kind of boring. So we're gonna power through it. With
Roll.
athletics.
Endurance or what?
Athletics.
What, you're going to parkour your way through this?
Damn right. Hopping from tree to tree. Right, range.
No, we'll see what you roll. You're doing athletics?
Yes. 24.
So as Altros is pointing out the easy way of going, and Tony's pointing out, careful for this, careful for that, Rowan is just taking his spear and going like, "Hua, hua, hua, hua," and just going straight down towards the east.
Oh, we're going cheesy, are we? Well, fine. I'll do acrobatics for my next one.
Roll it. Is that a 1?
That's a 1.
Do you impale yourself on a stump? Or
I clearly Rowan didn't clear a very good path there.
As Rowan's clearing a path, Tony goes to climb one of the vines which Rowan cuts, so Tony falls flat on her face and spends a healing surge to not get hurt.
So that's 1 down. You're following them behind us?
Yeah.
Because you don't have nature? Or...
I have acrobatics. I can use it to get through it.
Well, what about stealth to walk around carefully?
Hmm?
It'd be slower, I imagine, but...
Oh,
29.
You don't know where Yumi is. Maybe she actually did go south. Maybe she broke away from you all.
She's secretly on Rowan's back.
Just drop your knees.
What?
Alright. We're going to say that you get there because there's no way you guys can actually fail this in all honesty.
Let's see, athletics. Oh no, sorry, endurance of 16.
As you're traveling east, it's been about 7.5 hours that you guys have been just trudging through this. Everyone roll perception.
Can you not passive?
Plus 10. Oof. You have a stick in your eye.
I see
22.
nothing.
She's on she's on Rowan's back.
21.
Something.
Anyone beat 19?
20.
Yeah, 21.
As you're going east, both
Oh,
you
20.
first off, you see in the spirit world this, spirit. No, spirit. You notice tree, carved out tree area. Tree.
We're on the right path.
This is a bad thing.
As Huddy's probably hiding, because Huddy's my +1 for perception. I keep forgetting about him.
Yes.
He keeps disappearing whenever we hit those.
So you're obviously near where you're supposed to be.
Okay, so now pull out the map and we're going to hopefully get some, let's see, cliff face and vines, is it?
Pull out the map and start heading in that direction looking for the...
It's not that hard to find. You find, it's an open cliff face, but where the roots are supposed to be, they're sheared straight off. They're just gone. They're not even on the ground. They're just not there anymore.
That's perplexing.
No, that's worrying.
Is that like completely magicked up there too?
This is obviously what your father's been up to.
You can tell that this is Artificer technology being used.
Yeah, it really is.
With abandonment.
Yeah. This is like, get out of my way, I have to get somewhere soon. You okay, Alli?
Yep.
Kind of in the moon?
A little bit.
Moon? What's in the moon?
She's on the moon. She's not here. She's staring off into the sky.
Oh, okay.
I think she's tired.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're going to end it there at the entrance of the sheared off cave.
Of the lair of the crazed artificer?
Yeah, the lair of the crazed artificer, aka Tonei's father.
Somebody made him a lair. That's the thing, is they made him the lair.
Made him a lab.
Made him a lab. Figuring it'd be a good idea for him to have this one day.
It used to be a good idea for him to have it.
Yes.
Long time ago. In a world not far enough away.
So let's stop the recording there.